We won.
Will you help me repair my gate? Will you help me repair my door? Did you find what you was looking for? Will you help me repair my gate and door?
I'm laughing because I already know how the newspaper. I'm reading it right now. I haven't even actually finished it all, but I want to read you the parts because we won. And not that I care about Kim Smith in the newspaper anymore. They're going to have their own problems, and she and I are going to be friends for a couple of years in the near future. And I don't mean friends. I mean friends in quote. No, she's. I know what she's going to write because this is a long. I don't know how many pages this judgment is. I'm at page 10 already. I'm not even done. But here's. I remember I told you in another video that. I know exactly what the newspaper's going to do. I know what Kim Smith's going to write. I know exactly what they're going to do. I don't know exactly what she's going to write. But what they're going to do is they're going to take 3/4 of this decision, which seems like it went against us, but it is such superfluous conclusions. And what I mean by that is none of the things that the township was able to get the judge to agree with, the defense was able to get none of that really matters. And that's all that's all the Green Valley News is going to report. So I'm going to read this to you directly from the judge himself. Like I said, it's about 10 o'clock at night, Thursday night. I just saw this because I picked up my cell phone before I went to bed to see if anybody called. And of course, I had like a dozen calls and text messages. So, at any rate, one of them was from the court. And let me just read you this. Fourth Amendment claims against Heath, Frug, Woodrow. Everything. How can I put this? Everything that looks like good for the police on paper, that's all the newspaper is going to talk about. But let me get you the right part. I'm not going to read you verbatim because I won't bore you. But all three of these cops are still in hot water. All three of these cops are going to trial. I can't wait to cross-examine Heath. I'm in the motion for summary judgment. Now here, this is the coolest part, and you're not going to get this from the news, so I'll read it to you. In their motion for summary judgments, defendants do not present arguments regarding each individual defendant's officer's liability. Rather, defendants' arguments that there was no Fourth Amendment violation are applied generally to defendant officers, blah, 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 blah. Defendants do not dispute that the defendant officers were all participants in the sequence of events. This is how I know they're still liable. All right, so here we go. Fourth Amendment violations alleged by plaintiffs, that's me and Deborah. The Fourth Amendment analysis therefore applies to all defendants. So everything I'm getting ready to read to you is what we're going to go to trial for. And again, I can't wait. I cannot wait. Lieutenant Eric Heath, I told you, you're going to have some explaining to do. Sahuarita, Arizona, we have a problem. The Fourth Amendment protects the right of people to be secure in their persons, houses, papers, effects, and against unreasonable searches and seizures. That whole thing about them going through my whole house and taking pictures and going in, Heath trying to go in my wife's bedroom 4 times. What's that all about? We're going to talk a lot more about that later. Defendants rely, this is where Jellison, who's going to be my next, maybe not my next video now that we've got this answer, but it's going to be the next video I make or the second to next video I make, the one after that, where I'm going to get into how much money the town is wasting, the failure of Sahuarita Township Council members to do anything. This is just, it is a cluster, a snowball effect, and it's getting worse and worse and worse. And the worse it gets, the more the town council tries to hide. When all we have to do as citizens of this town and taxpayers, and I am one, is maybe, just maybe, rethink the way we treat the public, rethink the way we handle these things. In response, Mr. Aiken argues that the cases on which the defendant relies to support an exigency are inept. You're inept, according to the judge, Jellison. He goes through the cited cases to point out the differences. Mr. Aiken also argues that the defendants must show both probable cause and facts supporting an exigency, and they show neither. That is the money shot right there for this entire decision. Defendant must show both probable cause and facts supporting an exigency, and they show neither. Boom. We won. We won. My next video, I'll have a little bit more information for you factually, because you're sure not going to want to believe the newspaper. And then I'll continue my Sahuarita We Have a Problem series against talking about the defense attorney who the city is paying hundreds of thousands of dollars to, maybe $1 million. I have no idea, but nobody will ask how much money he's being paid. Nobody will question how much money he's being paid. So that'll be my, not my next video, but the one after that. And man, I've got so much footage I got to go through. It's all on tape, so it's not like you're going to have to just take my word for it. I'm going to bring the receipts, if you will.
This house is sure gone crazy.